That didn't work too well. Dropped the phone. Completely turned off the video. I think I'm back to being left-handed again. You know, it's getting to be problematic, but I'll do it again. Yes, there we go. And then we hit this, and we hit this, and we're right-handed again. Okay. Well, that's too bad. I can't use that fancy little microphone with this fancy little stand. Do I have another way to do it, I wonder? I don't think so. Francois. And now, without the case on it, where's the case? Did I drop the case too? Oh, problems. I'll be right with you. Excuse me, folks. See, the phone doesn't have its case on it right now, so it's very slippery. You know how slippery an iPhone is without the case on it? Well, I dropped the phone. The phone is so slippery without the case on it. No, it's all me trying to make all this work. Why am I so bright? Why? I mean, I know I'm bright. I think I hit the bright button. Yeah, the setting yesterday was perfect, but who the hell remembers the setting yesterday? Certainly not me. Yeah, that's good. Go back. Now, where am I? All right. Oi. I had this pretty little microphone, this Shure microphone. It's so pretty, but the trouble is, you can't broadcast live with the phone upside down. It's just too complicated. And this cute little Shure microphone, which works so beautifully, I can't use in my stand. What a bummer. I'll find a way, but for now, I'll just put it over here. Try to calm down. Breathe. Breathe. Find my case later. I hate taking the case off the phone because this phone I've managed to keep for a year without cracking the front, cracking the glass cover, which I'm very proud of. Forget about the Shure microphone. I just paid for it. Yeah. Nice. Christopher Lentz likes the microphone. That's why they invented paper and pencils to write things down. Thank you. Hello, Tomoko. You've missed a real adventure here. I've dropped my phone. Beth, these are the technical problems. When you don't have anybody helping you, except everybody out there giving you their advice, it's sure pain, right? I'll use it for something. It's supposed to be great for recording a band and things like that. You can tilt it up and lay the phone on its back and stuff. We'll see. Sell it to me, the mic. Ooh, there's an offer. There's a nice offer from my sister. You really want this? You really want this lovely mic? You know, there's only one of these in the whole world, you know, Val. And they plug in nicely and they work nicely, except you can't put them on a stand. The mic. Hi, Nancy. I enjoyed Tomoko enjoyed the whole thing. Valerie, I know you're seriously. I know when you're serious. Maybe you can get an adapter to help you mount it. I need it. Val, it's a Shure MV88. I need it too. Shure MV88 on at Sweetwater. They'll be happy to send you one. My stand is horizontal. Well, I think this is how you have to put this. Horizontal, vertical. Mine's vertical. Or it can be either way, except, can you turn your phone sideways and do that? Trust me, I'm not going to find out now. I'm not going to find out now. use some duct tape. No, in Baltimore it's called duct tape. A payment, little duct tape on it, you'll be fine. Anything broken, put a little duct tape. It'll work just fine. Because you know, it's broken. Did they send you candy too? Yes, they always send me candy, thank you. You want the candy, Tomoko? I'll save it for you. I know you're big on candy. Francois is allocating. Francois says, do not touch it anymore. Don't mess with it. Francois is sitting there, he's getting pissed at me because I want to fool with it. Good, strong black electrical tape ought to do it. Thank you, Nancy. Bill Crow works best on ducks. Now we're getting someplace. Thank you. You're welcome. This is more fun than anything I've done all day. Super glue. There you go. Now we're talking industrial solutions. Super glue. Just super glue everything. If you built a building with super glue, how long would it last? Probably forever. I mean, it probably lasts forever. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. I just feel I think I've got some kind of setting that has me pale today. Super glue. Michael Bergowitz. Hey, Michael Bergowitz, how are you? See, well, we just sit here and mess around. Let me turn this camera on here, and let me turn this camera on here too, just in case we want to someday see what this is all about. Just a second. Oh, there you go. Now it's being recorded in serious hard drive and serious 4K. And who knows? Maybe, I mean, you know, if the ceiling drops or something, we'll have it registered. Or if there's an earthquake, if there's a New York earthquake, and all of a sudden, you know, I mean, you wouldn't want a little earthquake in New York. Anybody remember the last earthquake? Anybody here for the last earthquake? I was here. I was in bed, and all of a sudden, what the hell was that? It was our earthquake. Anyway, excuse me, I've got to play the theme. The show can't really begin until I play the theme. Until I put my belt on. Excuse me, I'm hiding behind the bass. I didn't put a belt on. And since I've been doing exercises, my thing falls down. Since I've been doing exercises, my pants been falling down. Since I've been doing exercises, I can't get around in town. Without my exercises, I start feeling down. Let me tell you something as we start the show. It's a little something I thought you should know. So I will tell you as we settle into place, it's impossible to sing and play the bass. You're a lovely group of people. You deserve the courtesy of knowing what you can expect of me. I practice, but it will not mean a thing, 'cause it's impossible to play the bass and sing. You see, the bass is fretless. It's not like a guitar. On bass you spend your whole life wondering where the hell you are. It's got no little markers, just the fingerboard so bare, and lots of notes which often are not there. Then when you start singing, you've got lyrics on your mind, and the notes on bass become impossible to find. To remember lyrics, melodies, bass lines, and chords. To remember lyrics, is no less a miracle than the Lord's. So, as I make 1,000, ever sit there and be kind. Do not throw tomatoes at me, keep this all in mind. Remember this is serious, remember this is art. Remember this or I will fall apart. Then I'd have to pray to God to come in to see. And she'd only sit and laugh at my wanton greed. She made the rules for molecules, atoms, time and space. She made the rules for molecules, atoms, time and space. She made the rules for molecules, atoms, time and space. And she knows it's impossible, knows it's impossible, knows it's impossible, knows it's impossible, knows it's impossible. To sing and play the bass. Oh yes. Let me see. Somebody specifically asked me if I would sing the song about the judge. About the judge, Milt Hinton, who I knew for 40, well, since he died in 1990 and I met him in 1960, so I knew him 30 years. I worked with him a lot. I got to sing this song for him at his 80th birthday, at his 85th birthday, and unfortunately, then I sang it at his memorial at St. John's the Divine Cathedral up on 115th Street. It was one of the first times I took a long song and actually played it perfectly, sang it perfectly by memory. And this was 1990, so that's 30 years ago. And ever since then I said, well, that's the way you want to do it. You want to be able to rehearse it enough and practice it enough so that you can do it perfectly. You wouldn't know it from what I've been doing on the show, but I'm chasing around playing different songs and not concentrating on one. It's been over 30 years since I overcame my fears, packed my bags and moved to New York City. Found myself a little place, just room for me and my bass. No time to wallow in self-pity. So I went to Jim and Andy's bar. That's where the musicians are. Give Lady Luck a little nudge. Open the door and I walk in. Right away luck does begin. 'Cause on that day I run into the judge. I no sooner am I in the place when I am standing face to face with one of the great legends of our land. I start getting very nervous. What did I do to deserve this? A feeling that I think you'd understand. I know hidden motivations lurk. The judge knows that I need to work. He knows the hungry look of a beginner. So we talk for a little while until I see the judge's smile, and he invites me out the house to dinner. So I call on the telephone. A woman by the name of Mona answers and says Sunday would be fine. So merrily to Queens I trudge for dinner with Mona and the judge. I'm laden down with flowers, gifts, and wine. Well, flowers and gifts. What, just a little wine? All right, I didn't bring anything. Naturally, I'm right on time. Naturally, I'm right on time. Mona's cooking is sublime. Real home cooking, yes, the genuine stuff. After dinner, I play the bass. There's a stern look on the judge's face. After 3 notes, he says, thank you, but that's enough. Oh, know I failed my first audition in my quest for a position, just someplace in New York I could play. I didn't need anything real big, I just wanted a simple gig. Didn't care what it might pay. So I say goodnight to Milton Mona. Once again I'm all alone, a young man with those great big city blues. But next week it's the strangest thing. My telephone begins to ring with gigs for me. Such wonderful news. He helped me so when I got started. Such wise counsel he imparted. Then he taught my telephone to ring. And there's simply no debating that he helped my credit rating. In itself, a monumental thing. Perhaps I need a new perspective, lenses just a bit corrective, but to me the judge stands 10 feet tall. From the primordial slime and sludge, occasionally there evolves a judge to help us find some meaning to it all. He's shown me how to lead my life, how to deal with stress and strife, living with the minimum of fuss. He shows us how to lead our lives. He shows us how to take care of our wives while they in fact are taking care of us. Amazing that a jazz musician should achieve such a position where he is beheld a national treasure. But before the birth of Branford and Winton, I was friends with Milton Hinton, a fact I note with great pride and great pleasure. Another birthday comes and goes, but on the judge it never seems, it never shows. He must have friends in higher places. Or maybe it's just because he's wise and gets a ton of exercise, chasing planes and lugging bases. So here I stand before you folks. I'll spare you all the corny jokes. I'll just play the bass and sing. But from the stage I will not budge until I get to tell the judge, we love you, Judge, and thanks for everything. You make every rhythm section swing. We love you, Judge, and thanks for everything. Yeah, I gotta record that. I haven't recorded that yet. I think I'll do it. Meanwhile, pens and all my pencils are dropping. Well, folks. Oh, I have some very interesting pictures because I'm so proud. I'm so proud of the way my new printer, the new printer that I have to connect directly by USB to my computer. It's so new, it won't even bother with Wi-Fi. It says, you connect me straight to the printer or I won't do it. Anyway, I've always been impressed that the builders of the subway station 100 years ago thought to put little places where a bass player could put his bass, could lean his bass against the wall, against one of the pylons, you know, the nice little indentations. So they were very ahead of their time. I used to take the subway to work. I remember I used to ride the subway. How long ago was it? 3 months. Then I was downtown. You've seen the tall building. Well, those of you who live in New York have seen the tall building. But they're ridiculous. And I just took a picture of one day as I was, that's me in the hat. And that was the first of the tall pencil buildings that went up in New York. Now there's 3 of them across 57th Street. And one is just monstrously large. Monstrously. But this one's over on, this was the first of the bunch. And here's an important picture, I think, for all of you. This is Emmanuel Macron of France lecturing Donald Trump, hope in French. And look how happy Donald Trump looks to be lectured like that. Look, he's not taking it well. He's just not taking it well. But Macron is telling him about how to run an economy. On trade and terror, President Emmanuel Macron of France lectured President Trump on trade and terrorism at a NATO summit in London on Tuesday. And Donald Trump did not take well. I don't think he understood what was being said, but he wasn't happy. That's really, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you weren't happy. And you'll find some way to make up for that. And then here's a picture I took. I like them in black and white. The picture's actually in color, but my printer's not that talented. It's a laser print that only goes in black and white because colors, you know, I like the artsy black and white stuff. So I didn't want to pay for a color print. Here's Michael and Milo sitting outside of a restaurant, just chatting with each other. That's Milo on the left and Vaughn on the right. I'm trying to figure out as I look at it, but it's got to be the left. Anyway, we had a nice lunch. I think it was a Father's Day. That's the only thing we get those boys. And here's a picture I love that I love. Here's John Redsecker, two drummers I work a lot with, John Redsecker and Ronnie Zito. And I love these guys. They're terrific people. And I was someplace, you know, I just took a picture. Aren't they adorable? Great guys, great drummers. And then I asked my printer to help me with the Peggy Lee picture. See how good it comes. See how much better it comes out? There's Peggy, and there's me to her left, and Grady to her right, and Mike Renzi with a circle around with a square around his head. I don't know what that was. That's probably, that's Facebook in the process of trying to tag Renzi. Ali Cotton Jr. is watching. Michelle Benson is watching. Christopher Lentz, thank you. Listen, before I go any further, I have to tell you I did something very difficult today. I went on Facebook and I unfriended some people. Now, I was told they don't know this if they've become unfriended. But a lot of people are calling me. They see the thing and they want to be Facebook friends. And so I'm unfriended about, I don't know. And if I see one of your names, don't worry, that doesn't happen. If I don't recognize the name, you know, they're going. So I'm in the process of unfriending. And it's a cruel process. It's not easy. It's not easy to be unfriending people. Just try it. Try it yourself. Go ahead. Unfriend somebody. At Milt's funeral, the Reverend said, how many here have been helped by Milt Hinton? About 3/4 of the congregation, Bill Crow says, raised their hands, including me. Good. Yes, yes. Yes, right. He helped me tremendously. He just put me to work. There was a fellow who lived on Staten Island who was sort of like the clearinghouse for goofy gigs, club dates. I forget what his name was. But everybody called him up when they needed work. This guy ran everything. I don't know how he got the position. I've forgotten what his name was. Bill, you'll know who it was. The guy who just handled every bass gig, especially club dates. It's been a long time since that's when I miss you with Grady Tate years ago. Oh yes, Michelle, so you did. That's right. That's right. That's right. So where were we? In my trip through my photographs that my printer now makes so clear that I like to show them. Grady. Oh, and here's Here's something I saw. It was prettier in color, but I still think it's important. New Clorox chewables. Trump recommended. Trump recommended, don't die maybe. Clorox chewables. Certainly a good idea. Is that as far as I get? Did I have gone through them all so far? Yes, I have. Well, I went through all of them that quickly. But it's fun. I'm getting down to my period, but I'll find more. Don't worry. It's been a long time since Florida, yes. Laugh out loud. Christopher Lentz. Wow. Stephen Goldberg. Send that to the White House. That's about the only picture you didn't take of the whole bunch, Stephen. I know I took a few myself, but there's nothing like your pictures. So where were we? I'll tell you where we are. Oh. I'll tell you, I never get tired of this one, even though it looks better on my new one. Joe Weiler and Frank West at John Bunch's memorial. That's a Stephen Goldberg picture. Oh boy, those two guys. And Joe, I sat with Joe one time and he said, you know, when I was with, oh, what's the name of the band? When I was with, oh, Christ, I forgot the name of the band. And I'm writing a song about it too. Not Jimmy Bland. When I was with Jimmy Lunsford, that's what the trouble is. She says, when I was with Lunsford, and I went, what? When you were with Lunsford? I had never heard anybody say that. And Lunsford is obviously, to many of us, oh, here's the one I wanted to show you. Here's the important one. When I was with Lunsford, killed me. And I'm working on a song about it. I'm working on a song about it now. Here's the one I wanted to show you. Bill, see this band of guys? Well, I believe that's Benny Goodman's band. Bill will tell us. It's Benny Goodman's band in Russia. And Bill's on the left, and I'm sure that's Jerry Dodgen on the right. I can tell by his smile. On the beach somewhere, on the Sven River, on the, what's the big river that goes down the middle of Russia, or middle of Moscow? Where's your reward? Oh, I'm sorry, Christopher, you're right, Christopher, I'm sorry. But here, I don't know why it's not, I don't know what happened. The person who comes in and does the stage makeup messed up today. They just didn't show up. You know, the floor director. But it's here. Nilsson Mata, hello Nilsson. Who's Phil Woods? No, that's Jerry Dodgen. That's got to be Jerry. This is Jerry Dodgen right here. Isn't it? I mean, look at that smile. That's a Jerry Dodgen smile. Oops, I'm trying to do it right. That's got to be Jerry Dodgen. And I don't know who the person in the middle is, but there's Bill Crow sitting there. Anyway, that's a hell of a picture. I don't know who these people, I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Phil Woods in the middle. That's Phil Woods in the middle is what you're saying. That's right. That is. Is that Phil Woods in the middle? What a gathering. Christopher Lynch, yes. I think that's what it is. Phil, Beach Bums, now. Yes, Phil Woods in the middle. I think you're right. Yes, of course it is. Of course, I can tell by that. It is. I just didn't recognize it first. Thank you. Phil Woods, Jerry Dodgen. Who is the African-American man? Who is that? Is that, who would that be? Anybody? Phil, come on, somebody tell us. Who is he? I just can't tell. Bob Stone is watching. Nancy Reed, Phil Woods, yes. Joe Newman, is that Joe Newman? You sure? You sure, John? Yes, it's two. Joe Newman, ooh. Joe Newman. Yeah, I couldn't tell from that. I couldn't tell from this picture, but that is Joe Newman now. Of course it is. Very nice. Look at this picture. Well, this just has to go up in my Hall of Shame. Hall of Fame. That's pretty good. It's going up. Wow. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm just so taken by it now. Okay, thanks to my new Hewlett-Packard 404 only print in black and white and don't print on the internet printer. But boy, the pictures, if you put a solid piece of paper in there, they come out just like, almost like photographs. I bet if I put some photographic paper in there, it would be good. Joe is my roommate for the tour, says, well, I guess you all can see that. Can everybody see that besides me? Bill says, Joe was my roommate for the tour. Hall of Jay's fame, yeah, you betcha. The Midgets, great tune. I don't get that. I don't know what I got. I don't understand that, Howard. John, I don't get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It is May 11th. It is Thursday. If I bring nothing else into your lives, at least bring the fact that it is May 11th, Thursday. So that's a good reason for watching, because other than that, how would we know? I don't think too many of us have gone back to work. I have no work to go back to. But this is fun. This is great fun. I'm having as much fun here as I do playing a gig. But the pay is not quite the same, but that's okay. We'll worry about that. We'll turn this into a big syndicated show and make thousands, make hundreds. A song entitled "The Midgets" by Joe Newman. 2 baseball teams in the Basie band were tall guys, the Giants, and oh my gracious, is today Monday? Yeah, you're right. Did I say Tuesday? See. Did I say Thursday? Yikes! See, I don't know what goddamn day it is. I look at the paper, and that's the last time I'm ever referred to it. And sometimes I don't even look at that. Of course, this morning was Sports Monday. And I took my cholesterol pill, and that was in the Monday flipper. You know, the weekly thing with the pills in it. I have to take one a day, and it's just the cholesterol thing. My cholesterol is 0, and my everything else is 0. I have no cholesterol, no blood, no nothing. I take so much of that stuff. Monday, excuse me, thank you very much. Now, at least the purpose is for me to understand what day it is. And it's Monday, May 11th, because I do remember clearly that yesterday was May 10th and it was Sunday. So, all right, I'm coming around. Watch as I gradually get into what day it is. Stormy Monday. Thank you, Stephen, Howard, Goss. We're applying to Bill in F. Stormy Monday. Going to Chicago. Sorry, can't take you. Okay. Christopher Lenz has started us off with Crestor. He just can't wait to come up with a word. Crestor. Crestor. Okay. Crestor. Anybody else have any word, or should I just make it a one-word song? I can do that. Do you know what year it is? I do. It's 2020. I love 2020. I love 2020. Bereft. Thank you. That's sort of dedicated to me. I do know what year it is. I didn't know what time it was. Then I met you. Wait a minute. Hold it. Mike Miller. Gallbladder. Gallbladder. Mandrake. Wait a minute, it's going too fast. Midgets, bovine, midgets. Oh, bovine. Oh, everybody's going so quick now. Valerie, gopher. Oh, God, did I miss anybody in the middle there? And undive and smidgen. And that's it. I can't do any more. Smidgen. That's it. I can't. Porcine. Porcine. Wasn't he a pig? Wasn't that a pig? A comic about Bernie Feinbail. Bernie, in your honor, I'm going to put jailbreak down, and that's it. Because now it's 16 words. I can use porcine. Mandrake. Now, mandrake. That's a name, right? It's not a thing, is it? Is a mandrake a thing? What's a mandrake? Bill Crow. Porcino. Porcino was a trumpet player, right? But also he's a pig. Porcino the pig. Porcino pig. Good thing you can read your own writing. Magician cartoon. Mandrake, magician cartoon. Mandrake is a plant. Bill Crow says Mandrake is a plant. Thank you. Plant and a magician. Okay, boy, this song, I'm almost writing it out right here. I honestly don't have any idea about this one. I have no idea. Will you help me? You betcha I will. You bet. How's that, Val? Is that ventriloquism at its best? Look, Val, you can't see my mouth move. Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, fine. Oh, yeah. See, you didn't see a thing. In case anybody doesn't know what this is an important part of my furniture. You'll tell each other. But this is my 1997 MAC Award for Best Instrumentalist Singer. Manhattan Associated of Cabarets. And around his neck is the 1992 award. So in the 90s, I was big. Since then, it's been sort of. I'm sorry, Mike Miller. You've got one word on there, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11 words on there already. That's more than enough to really tell the story correctly. Oh, I dropped it. That's why I dropped it the other day. I'm looking for my bow. I think Vaughn was playing with it, and I don't see it around here anymore. Too bad. You're going to miss some serious bowing if I can find it. You big crack in that bass. Big crack in the bass, but it sounds better with the crack. Did I cover it up? Forget it. I wonder what I did with my bow. Oh, there it is. I see it. It was a jailbreak. A little gopher jailbreak. bereft of anything meaningful. The guy had to get out because he had to see a doctor because he had a problem with his gallbladder. That was the matter. So he escaped on a ladder. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. It was a jailbreak. He had his eyes on a little porcine babe. She reported him, and all of a sudden, he was a goner, a gopher goner. He climbed down his ladder. He looked at the moat. But what did he do? He saw it, and he died and dived. It was magic that he got across the moat. But on the other side of the moat was Mandrake the musician, the magician, in quite a position to help. There he was, escaping from jail. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. So he ran through the woods and he came to a mountain. He went to the very crest door of the mountain top. Crest door, mountain top. A little smidgen pigeon met him. Whoa, 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 whoa. He left prison bereft because he'd forgotten his little bovine, whatever a bovine is. A bovine is some kind of cow, isn't it? Now, isn't it? Bovine, oh mine. Jailbreak, jailbreak, made a jailbreak. Mandrake, the jailbreak. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Climbed down the ladder 'cause he hurt his gallbladder. Jumped into the lake he made and dive into the lake. Do. That was a ballad of Mandrake. He got out of jail. He had a gallbladder problem. It was one of my big hits. You remember that. I hope you do. Somehow I don't. That was not such a good one. She's mean. Oh, yes. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, I missed it. Oh, and my printer does something that it shouldn't be doing for a songwriter. Unfortunately, here's the first part of the lyric and the last piece on the back. And I tried to ask it not to do that. But I finally learned how to make it do it, but it's not so easy. When you're playing the bass, people think that playing the bass, you know, they give you music, and an inexperienced copyist will have you playing and going. And in jazz, you don't have a second bass player helping you, who's there to turn the page for you so gently and so nicely. But you got to do it all yourself. So you get to a certain point. People wonder, where'd the hell did the bass go? Well, he was changing the pages. But good copyists always put rests. They'll put rests down there so you can turn it. I like those 5- and 6-page arrangements where you have to spread it around like this, and you like a tour of the world. Thad Jones had a way of writing it so simply. His charts were never hard to change. I don't know, how did he do that? For a bass player, it was always 2 pages, maybe sometimes 3. What was that song? maybe 2 pages at the most. What a writer. Man, that was one great band. Great band. Glenn Frank, a trombone player who played with Buddy Rich's band for a long time, took over management of it, or he had some. He was like the band director after Buddy had died, and they kept going for a while. He has a lot of those charts. I mean, just right originals, and he plays a lot of Buddy Rich stuff. And oh, it's so great. And I miss that. I miss going out to New Jersey to Susie Q's to play that rehearsal band every couple of Mondays. Oh, I mean, that's what I miss more than anything else. Is getting in the car, driving 30 miles out to Susie Q's, play on 2 sets of music for nothing, and just seeing all those great players, seeing Cecilia Coleman playing piano, and I forget a bunch of people's names. Of course I forget. But anyway, it's a great band. And that's in way of introducing this next song. Very few have lived to tell the story. There's not a lot of them around. So when they talk, I think we ought to listen very carefully, for what they have to say might be profound. People who've jumped from the Golden Gate Bridge and then survived the fall are very hard to find. One man tells us just what he was thinking as he fell, what was going through his mind. First of all, he says he jumped quite quickly, without a hint of indecision. He says he didn't linger, he didn't wait, he didn't stop to meditate, but jumped with purpose and precision. But as he fell, he says he got to thinking, like any self-respecting jumper might. In fact, he says his mind went into supersonic hyperdrive, hastened by the nature of his flight. As he fell, he says his whole life passed before his eyes, in an instant, in a flash. And that was when it dawned on him, perhaps he jumped too quickly. Perhaps he'd been a little rash. As he jumped, he realized that for every problem in his life, solutions did exist. All of this occurred to him in the 3 seconds it took him to fall and disappear into the mist. Disappear into the mist. As he fell, he realized that for every problem in his life, solutions did exist. All of this occurred to him in the 3 seconds it took him to fall and disappear into the mist. Disappear into the mist. Disappear into the mist. Didn't have to turn the page. Hello.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Saved by the Vaughn.
Hi, Tomoko. Hi, Christopher Lenz. Hi, Nancy Reed.
No, that's another song. Oops, I don't know the bridge. Sorry, gang. Can't remember the bridge. I'll look it up. Won't happen. Well, here we are. It's 8:05 p.m. Vaughn has come to get me for dinner.
No, I haven't.
You didn't?
No, I just came.
Oh, good. He's here just to join us. He wants to join the fun. Wants to see everybody. Don't forget, the mathematical models prepared by two Prussian prostitutes predict that the outbreak will reach its peak in Coney in early May. Oh no, it says two mathematical models prepared by two Russian institutes predict, and boy, when I read that, I was sure it said two Russian prostitutes, that the outbreak will reach its peak in May, leaving as many as 50,000 people infected, a 100-fold increase over the current number of confirmed cases in Russia. And we've just reached 80,000 fatalities here in the United States. And what does the president say? He says, my golf course is open. Yay! So I leave you with that little bit of cynicism. I'm a little pissed tonight at him. And,
Oh, sorry.
well, that's all right. Me, oh my, I've got myself a problem. Yes, indeed, I absolutely do. Me, oh my, I've got myself a problem. And my problem is you. Don't you know I never saw it coming when this feeling snuck up from behind me. Oh my, I've got myself a problem. I must have been blind. You and I were taking it so easy. We were gonna be good friends. I'm walking, talking nice and nice and breezy, but that's not where the story ends. Cause now you see, I can't stop thinking about you. Won't somebody tell me what to do? Me, oh my, I've got myself a problem. And my problem is taking it so easy, we were gonna be good friends, walking, talking nice and breezy, but that's not where the story ends. Cause now you see, I can't stop thinking about you. Won't somebody tell me what to do? Me, oh my, I've got myself a problem, and my problem is you, yes. And my problem is you, yes. My problem is you, yes. And my problem is you. Well, folks, sorry about the song. I just couldn't get Crestor in there. Wasn't he a magician with high blood pressure? Okay. I don't remember. Anyway, listen, good night, Jay. Everybody's leaving. The audience is walking out before I'm even saying goodbye. The curtain hasn't even closed and the audience is gone. What am I going to do? Anyway, it's great to see you all again. And you bet I'm going to be back here every night. It's good for my brain to be thinking, what am I going to talk about tomorrow? What are we going to do? And of course, just seeing all of you and hearing from all of you is most important to me. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps on this pretty pace. Ooh, ooh, yes, 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 yes. Creeps on this pretty pace. Well, that's the way it's going to be. Because I'm going to be right here, see, me and my statue. Because I didn't get this for nothing. I got this because I was the best instrumentalist singer in 1997. And that's it. I'm sorry, I get carried away. Give me a trophy and I get carried away. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.